Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from group 6 and our members are Nurjannah, Rofiatul Zoliha, Ahmad Mufli Ridisrawan, Emi Marina Muhammad Yusuf, and the last is Muhammad Firas Mahdi. So we are going to explain our material is testing reading comprehension. The first speaker is Nurjannah, the second is Rofiatul Zoliha, the third is Ahmad Mufli Ridisrawan, and the last speaker is Muhammad Firas Mahdi. Me as moderator, Emi Marina Muhammad Yusuf.
Okay, Bismillah. I am Nurjannah, and now I will explain about the testing reading. As we know, a test is a measuring device for assessing the achievement of the objective in a training system, which is a set of questions for which there is an accepted set of correct answers. The characteristic of a test may be knowledge, ability, attitude, intelligence, and etc. Testing refers to the way of questions and or statement to find out the feedback or response and answer to be assessed and evaluated. In language testing, reading comprehension is an important part when you take an English test. Reading comprehension test can help you to improve vocabulary, grammar, and logical thought ability.
Okay, the next is about reading techniques. Here there are four techniques for reading. The first one is scanning. Scanning is you try to find a particular piece of information. You read from top to down of the text quickly to find the specific information you need to answer questions. The second one is skimming. Skimming is you try to gather the most important information as quickly as possible. You read from top to down of the text quickly and note important information. The next is intensive reading. Intensive reading, you try to find the details of specific information. Example question, what does intensive in line 5 mean? And the last one is extensive reading. Extensive reading is you try to find general information of a passage. Example question, what is the best title for this passage? I think that's it for reading techniques. Thank you.
Okay, the next material is about types of reading tests. So there are several types of reading tests. The first one is close. The second, gap filling formats, rational close formats. Third, multiple choice. Next, summary, and then information transfer, and the last, skimming and scanning. And next, so here the explanation about types of reading tests. So the first one is close reading. Close reading is a technique in which words are deleted from a passage according to a word count formula or other criteria. A passage is presented to students who insert words as they read to complete and construct meaning from the text. The second, gap filling formats. You are required to read a gap text on one page and then choose which extracts on the second page fit each gap. There is only one possible answer for each gap. And the third is multiple choice. Multiple choice, each test has a passage. After reading the passage, you will answer the questions. Each question has 4 answers. Choose the best answer according to you to the question, then submit to save your answer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, this the next type of reading test. This summary reading. Summary reading test explores the use of summary tasks as an effective means of assessing reading comprehension ability. The reader will report the result of reading text. And the next, information transfer test. Information transfer is transfer read information to people in clearer context, such as giving information about the map, location, or other information what have we read. And the last type of reading test is skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning reading test is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material and reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. There are types of reading tests, and then next to the tips for English reading comprehension test for get a good result of reading comprehension test, you should to the first practice reading every day. You should read different fields to improve your vocabulary. The second is take note all new words and learn them. The third, try to answer all the questions. And the last, after answer all the questions, check the key and read the passage again to find out the mistake you have faced and deeply understand the passage you have read.
Now we move to the text example of reading. The first reading text. We believe the Earth is about 4 billion years old. At present, we are forced to look to other bodies in the solar system for hints as to what the early history of the Earth was like. Studies of our Moon, Mercury, Mars, and the large satellites of Jupiter and Saturn have provided ample evidence that all these large celestial bodies had formed. This same bombardment must have affected Earth as well. The lunar record indicates that the rate of impacts decreased to its present low level about 4 billion years ago. On Earth, subsequent erosion and crustal motion have obliterated the craters that must have formed during this epoch. Scientists estimate the Earth's age by measuring the ratios of various radioactive elements in rocks. The oldest Earth rocks dated thus far are about 3 and 1/3 billion years old, but no one knows whether these are oldest rocks on Earth. Tests on rocks from the Moon and on meteorites show that these are about 4 billion years old. Scientists believe that this is the true age of the solar system and probably the true age of the Earth. Okay, number 1. The scientists estimate the age of the Earth as A. 4 billion years old, B. 3 and 1/3 billion years old, C. 4.6 billion years old, D. 6 billion years old, or E. 2 billion years old. Okay, to answer these questions, we have to choose the one correct answer. And the first way, we have to use the scanning method, and use the second paragraph. And in the second paragraph, we can see the first sentence. It's talk about the scientists estimate the Earth age by measuring the ratios of various radioactive elements in rocks. So the age of the Earth we can see from the age of the rocks, and the age of the rocks explained in the third sentence. It's about the tests on rocks from the Moon and on meteorites show that these are about 4.6 billion years old. So the correct answer is C, 4.6 billion years old. Okay, number 2. Which of the following process led to the obliteration of the craters formed by the bombardment of the Earth by the celestial bodies? A. Volcanic activity, B. Solar radiation, C. Gravity activity, D. Crustal motion, or E. Earth age. Okay. The correct answer, we can use the scanning method, and we see the first paragraph in the last sentence. It's about the unearthed subsequent erosion and crustal motion have obliterated the craters that must have formed during this epoch. So the correct answer, we can see it's about the crustal motion. So the correct answer is D, crustal motion. Okay, number 3. The second reading text. Last summer, we decided to spend our vacation at the beach because the weather was very hot in the mountains. The travel agent said that traveling by bus was the cheapest way, but we went by plane because it was faster. We want to have more time to spend at the beach. The weather was beautiful and we had a great time. Number 3. We decided to go to the beach because A. It was cheaper than going to the mountains. B. The travel agent said that it was the cheapest. C. Of the hot weather in the mountains. Or D. We want to spend time at the beach. So, we use again the scanning method, and we see the first sentence. It's talking about last summer we decided to spend our vacation at the beach because the weather was very hot in the mountains. So the reason why they decide to go to the beach because C. The correct answer is C. Because of the hot weather in the mountains.
Okay, the next example question is number 4. The question is, the bus was the blah 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 way to travel. And the best answer is C, cheapest. Because based on the text mentioned that the travel agent said that traveling by bus was the cheapest way. So the correct answer is C. And the next question is number 5. Traveling by plane was blah 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 than by bus. And the best answer is D, faster. Because based on the text mentioned that we went by plane because it was faster. So the correct answer is D. And the next question is number 6. The main idea of this passage is that myths blah blah blah, and the best answer is D. Myths illustrate the values that are considered important to a society. Because based on the text mentioned that most myths express a culture's most serious beliefs about human beings, eternity, and God. So it means that myths illustrate the values that are considered important to a society. So the best answer is D.
Okay. Here number 7. So read this essay only 1 minute and then give your opinion about it by your own idea. So if you want to answer this question, you have to read the passage carefully, and then you have to find specific information from this passage. Uh, Next, number 8 and number 9. In number 8 and number 9, here multiple choice question. So in multiple choice question, if you want to answer this question, you have to know what the question want. After that, you have to read the passage, all the passage, or and then find the specific information from the passage. So we want to try answer number 8. So what kind of an organization is it? The The right answer is B. It is a custom party. Why B? Because here mentioned in the passage, the theme of the party is going to be Harry Potter. So all of must dress accordingly. Uh, that's the reason why uh, B is a correct answer. Next, number 9. In number 9, it is same with the number 8. If you want to answer this question, you have to know what the question wants, and then you try to read the passage and then find the specific information. Okay, let's try to answer number 9. Number 9, when is the party? So the correct answer is it is next Saturday. Why next Saturday? Because here mention uh, here mention I need to let everyone know by Wednesday since since I'm throwing the party next Saturday. So that's all the reason why C is a correct answer.
So, I will explain the question number 10, 11, and 12. In the question number 10 and 11, there's a dialogue between Ryu and Ken. Question number 10, Ken doesn't want to go to the movie theater with Ryu because option A, he wants to be alone. B, he wants to go to a soccer match. C, he doesn't like trailers. D, he doesn't want to miss his favorite TV show. And the answer is D. Why? Because if we look the dialogue and read it carefully, we will know the answer. In option A, B, and C is not in the dialogue, and option D is in the dialogue. And Ken also gives you many reasons to not go to anywhere because he won't not miss his favorite TV show. And question number 11, Ken's initial excuse not to go to the pop concert is that option A, his favorite sitcom is on tonight. B, he is very busy tonight. C, he is fond of classical music. D, he is not interested in pop music. And the answer is D. Why? Because in the dialogue, option A and D may be correct, but the correct answer is D. Because Ken clearly states, I'm not into pop music. And question number 12, there's a text example you can see in the slide. So the question is, which statement is correct? A, Rebecca usually practices the drums on weekdays. B, Rebecca is interested in science. C, Rebecca has got a music group at school. D, Rebecca and his friend like watching trailers. So the answer is B, Rebecca is interested in science. Why option B is correct? Because in the text only option B appears in the text. Rebecca said, my favorite subject is science.
Next is the example of test. Look at this text. It's about like letter, and this number 13, which one of the following questions you can answer? Okay, this question you should to find the question that has no answer on this text. Okay, let's see the point A. What time does Rebecca get up on weekdays? Okay, in this question it's incorrect because the answer of this question is there are on the second sentence. On weekdays, I get up. Rebecca is get up at 6 o'clock, so the A is incorrect. And the point B, which school subjects does Rebecca like? In this question, it has the answer on this. Rebecca is good at math, and she also like history and geography, but his favorite subject is science. So the B is incorrect option because the answer is has answer in this text. And the C, what music types do Rebecca like? Yep, this question is the correct answer, because the types of Rebecca music, what she likes is not exist in this text. So the best answer is C. What music types does Rebecca like? No has a answer on this text. The next is the question number 14. Aldo has been interested in cars since. Yep. Look at this text. Aldo has been interested in cars since. Aldo interested in cars since he was a child. Yeah. I was a child. It means the child mean is young age. So the answer is D, very young age. And the last question is what would be the best title for this paragraph? Okay, let's see the point A. If you look this text, it's about Aldo and his life. From his experience, we can get information about this, what he's like and what he's enjoy about, and then and etc. On this option, the best answer is A, because in this, look at this sentence. Yeah, in this sentence, they think it's important that I pursue a career that I like. I have a bright career now, and I really enjoy it. I'm planning to get married so on, and to get married soon. So this text is about his Aldo's career choices. So the best title is Aldo's career choices. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.
So, that was our explanation about testing reading comprehension. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.